Hello, my name is Ingun, and I'm the founder of Oslo International School of Conscious Sexuality. And today I am visiting one of my very favorite places in Oslo. It's a beautiful park in the middle of Oslo, and it's actually what I would call a tantric park or a conscious sexual park. And I would like to show you a little bit of the sides. Let me just turn the camera around for you so you can see this beautiful place that I'm in. And this is the Vigelandsparken, and there's a lot of different sculptures of naked bodies. There's children, there's grown men, there's grown women, there's old people, and it's myths, and in the middle of this park, the biggest monument is a huge phallus called monolithen, um, the monolith, and it contains of people stacked on top of each other, and around you have the wheel of life. As you can see, this is under construction right now, which uh, really ducted, really is quite a good point to the things that I will be talking about today. Um, Let me turn the camera around again. Yes, there, so you can see me. So around this fellows that you saw is the wheel of life with different men and women and children in different ages. It's the children playing together and mothers and fathers playing with their babies, and all of this it's such a beautiful area. It's just a beautiful place, and it describes all the stages of life. And right now, as you could see on the picture, most of the sculptures are inside their cages. And I think when I walked up here, I was thinking, oh no, this place doesn't look like it should. And then I just realized that this is just perfect for the thing that I'm going to be talking about, because this is what I experience as a tantric body worker every day in my life. I experience people coming to me and they feel like they are inside cages with their sexuality. I talk to a lot of women that don't really express their sexuality anymore. They don't feel as sexual beings. They are frustrated. Either they cannot get orgasms or they don't feel satisfied anymore from the peak orgasm. So they're not satisfied anymore in their sexuality. And I talk to a lot of men that are frustrated, that feel also that their orgasm or their sexual feelings are diminishing. And of course, this is also part of the wheel of life. When you get older and when you get more mature, your sexuality change and you deepens and matures. So the things that you might be doing in your teenage years or your 20s, they might not be working so good for you anymore. And most of us just want to go back there and have that same feeling. So first thing, that's not possible. You're not going to go back. That is not possible. But the good news is that if you mature in this is going to get so much better for you. You're going to have a total different experience of your sexuality. So I know that some of you might be listening and thinking, but I don't even get a peak orgasm. I don't even get a clitoris orgasm. And I would say to that is, don't worry about it. It is the more you worry and the more you strive for it, the harder it is to get an orgasm. So just put that on the shelf and start getting back to basics. What I see in the women that are not satisfied in their sexuality is that there's often a lot of stress in their nervous system, and they have been doing sexuality as a means to have a partner. Often women do sexuality from the space where I don't want him to leave me, or I must do this to be a good partner, and they don't really feel. And to say this straight to the men are not often aware of this. When a woman does this, men are not aware of this, and they're just seeing this woman who wants to have sex with them, and they don't really know also how to really open a woman deeply into her feminine body. So it's not all bad, of course. It's not all bad, and some people mature naturally into their sexuality, but a lot of people are experiencing this. And what happens is that as more and more women get independent, they stop having sex. And in many countries, the Western countries, women are starting to even have babies on their own, or they don't carry their own babies. They have somebody else carrying their babies. So they're really there's really happening uh, um, detachment from the body. And the body is amazing. The body is our home. The body is our temple, they say, you know. And I really believe that this is true. I started my tantric journey about 7 years ago. I've been working as a body worker for 6 years. I've been working on tantra retreats. I've seen a lot of things. I had really a lot of female clients, but also a lot of male clients and couples coming to me to get help with their sexuality. And the first thing that I would say is that when you go to these kind of places, they often teach you techniques. They often teach you techniques on how to open up. And it can be a good thing to have some exercises and have some techniques. But the basics of this is actually relaxation. It's actually daring to be present in the moment. And in Tantra Conscious Sexuality, you connect on all the three connect you have three connection points in your body. You have more, but the three main ones are through the genitals, of course. That's where you connect to physically to your partner when you're having sex, and the nervous system connects. And you also connect through the heart. You connect in love. So you open your heart to the person that you're having sex with, and you stay with your clarity. So you stay with your eyes open, present in the room. What am I doing? What's happening in my body? And when you do this and you breathe and you're together with the person that you're together with, your bodies are really going to start to connect, and you're going to start feeling something again. Now, maybe this seems like a fairy tale to you, or maybe you're thinking, what's the fun in that? And I can understand that. It doesn't sound like a lot of action and a lot of fun. But the thing is that as our bodies relax and start feeling again, the body starts to move by itself. Our body our body's nature. So when it comes to the vagina, I often compare it to a flower, or to the sea anemone that opens and closes. It's very sensitive, and it also has a life on its own. It moves. So a vacant vagina that's ready to be penetrated, that's open and ready to be penetrated, actually starts to massage the cock. So, but this does not happen if you use friction. If you use friction, and if you're not willing to be still with what's going on and wait for that to happen, if you're on the run, on the go, then you're not going to have that experience. So this is a maturing sexuality. So this is the thing that you can experience by doing a tantric journey. Um, and a lot of people think that in tantra, and a lot of people say that in tantra you shouldn't have the peak orgasm. um, I'm not of that opinion, but I'm of the opinion that it's a good idea to break the pattern. Because you're chasing an orgasm in your sexuality, you're always going to be chasing something. You're always going to be stressing for something, so you don't get to relaxation. But when you relax and you allow your body, then if the orgasm comes like a peak orgasm, that's a natural function of the body. If it comes like an inner orgasm, like a deeper orgasm in your system, then that's a natural function of the body. If you have contractions or not, it doesn't matter. It's just muscle contractions. Some also train themselves to have orgasms that are um, for men that are not with ejaculation, for instance, because the function of ejaculation and orgasms are two different things. And if you read the Multi-Orgasmic Man, which is a Taoistic book, which is a classic in Tantra Tao, then you will find exercises that can help you to get these states of orgasms that goes inside of the body, and and help you to not ejaculate during the orgasm. So there are a lot of theories, but all of this is our nature and our bodies are wise and they know what to do. I would like to talk a little bit more also about the women's bodies, because there's something happening in the women's bodies these days. Women's bodies are waking up, and that's one of the reasons why women don't are not so interested in sexuality anymore, or some women, or yeah, some women, or the awakened women, the women that are awakening to this reality. First of all, women in the Western world are not no longer dependent on men, and our history in the last um, thousands and thousands of years, maybe as long as humanity has lived on Earth, is where is a history where sex is bound more to violence or to commodity than it is to love. So thinking of sex as love is something that's quite new for us. It has been a survival for women. It has been a way of survival, a way of getting protection, a way of getting ahead. You can sell it as a commodity, and the price of the pussy has been set um, after what class you are. It could be you could gain a kingdom for a pussy, or you could have the street girls who sell it for a few pennies. So and this is embedded in women. This is what is embedded in women, and also for the men. Sex has been used in wars as crime, war crime, or to rape and plunder, and this is in our history. This is in our history. And in these days, in this day and age, when we are waking up to a new reality, as I really think we were talking about the paradigm shift of 2012, 2011, 2012, whenever it was. But there's obviously something new going on in people, where we're working more towards being more flowing individuals, and both in the way we live our lives, in our bodies, and in the economy, and all of this. There's a lot of things that are coming to an end in these days, and there's also a lot of things starting. And one of the things that I've seen in my field of work is the awakening of what we call the womb wisdom, and it's an awakening in the body for women that are starting to do this kind of work. It's like an inner connection to your own core that connects you through your genitals, your womb, the birth canal, and the heart, and also your clarity. And through this, women are blooming into their creativity. They're opening up and blooming into their creativity. And they're also getting awareness on what they put into their bodies, not only from what they put into their mouth, but also what they put into their pussy, because we are energy beings, and we do leave imprints in each other. So more and more women are saying no to having sex with men that they don't find be a little bit hard to understand. But for a woman, when you're having sex with a partner, you can really feel it, that for a few days afterwards, at least 48 hours, the energy is very much with you. For me, I can feel it at least 48 hours, maybe even more. I can feel the energy of my lover on my body and also inside my body. And this has led me to understand that the connection between the nervous system actually does uh, transfer energy, and I want to be sure that the energy that is transferred into my body is love. So the for me the part of connection, the part of connecting with a lover, is to create love and to be open in the heart and to be open in the clarity and be fully with each other in the happening of sexuality. And through this, what is my experience is that it opens up into something deeper, something more divine. By doing sex in a more conscious way, it can really open into spiritual realms where your heart is filled with light, your body is filled with light, and you have this divine experiences. So it's absolutely something worth checking out. It's absolutely, and it is my experience that more and more women are waking up to this, and it is going to affect the men also more and more, because they get confused. They don't understand anymore. The old way of doing sex does not work anymore. And in this the awakening of more people is inevident. There's no way that we're going to continue like we have done. So it's a natural process, but it can be good to get some help and some guidance and some information on how to do this and what you can do to open up your body. For me, I have done a lot of things. I've done a lot of different therapies. I've done a lot of different body work to help open my body, and it's still going on. I still feel the deepening in my body and the opening of my energy channels, and I don't think it's ever going to stop. I think this is something that we just seen the starting of, and we're just growing as human beings, and we're growing as spiritual beings. And well, for me, I see an amazing future. That is what I see. So yeah, that was it for today. That was my video blog for today. I hope I did not. Well, I hope I gave you the information that you were looking for, that you found something that you found interesting. If you're curious, you can always contact me. The contact information you find beneath this video. And I do sessions, I do coaching, I do workshops. So please just contact me, and I will do my best to guide you wherever you are in your next step to awakening in your sexuality. Welcome to Conscious Sexuality.